What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CBA Talk. I am Kris Johnson.
I'm Cedric Johnson, as known as Coach said.
Well,
exciting fights Friday, man, which was September the 23rd. Friday night fights on ESPN.
Yeah, it was top rank. It was top
man.
rank.
Who was on?
That man right there lost both his belts.
Shakur Stevenson, up and comer. Fought at light middleweight.
Nah, light. This is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Lightweight. Lightweight.
I don't know why I said light middleweight.
Yeah, it's lightweight. This was 130. He was fighting 130.
What'd you think about him before we get into, the complications of
the weight and all that, his
yeah.
weight and
What'd
all
you
that.
think of this young man?
Well, before I get into all of that, great fighter. Shakur Stevenson, amazing fighter, amazing prospect. I mean, great. Of course, he has a perfect record and all that. I don't know what his record is. I think he's 19-0. 19-0. Yeah. 19-0. He's 19-0. Tough, very tough fighter. He is quick. He kind of has power. I'm not gonna say he has power, but it's not.
I think he got a snap punch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he start using more of his body. The reason why I say that, because the Robinson, the boxer he fought Friday,
Robinson,
he should have had him out.
Yeah, Robinson.
He boxed the mess out of him. I mean, he beat him every round. I think they gave Robinson a round due to a point.
No.
A point was taken away.
It was a 9-9.
No, because it was a point taken away.
I think
from him tossing him down on the ground. He tossed him on the ground. The referee took a point.
But I don't think they gave him that round though.
They did give him a round.
Did they?
Yeah, because he lost the point. It was a 9-10.
Nah, because I looked at the scorecards on the well, at least this was the commentary scorecards. They had it 9-9. They didn't have it 9-10 for old boy. I didn't see no 10. They had it 9-9. They probably took a point off, but it was still Stevenson's round, but they just made it 9-9. That's what I saw in the comments. I'm
gonna do a replay on that. I disagree.
Yeah.
I thought.
That's what it popped up on the TV when I was watching the fight. It said the commentary. I think it was one of the commentary scorecards, because they do the scoring also as well.
9-9, 8-10, whatever. He was down a round. All right, only one round, so it didn't make a difference on who was winning the fight. Tough kid. Nice boxer, southpaw, which, and the crazy thing about it is Robinson has been a right-hander. What you supposed to do when you fight a southpaw?
I mean, he was moving right into that left. That left
overhand right. Yeah, overhand left or whatever. Straight right. I mean, straight left down the middle. Yeah, which is a no-no.
He kept on moving to that punch.
Well, you move over, then you move back a little bit. He started doing that a little bit, but he was just moving directly over into his
left
power
hand.
left.
His left hand, yeah, he kept on moving.
Which is dangerous for a right-hander when they fight a left-hander.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So, he lost his belts.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you get into that, because you had a rant about that earlier. So I'm just gonna let you just.
As a boxer, okay, we respect all titles that we hold. I think fighters should, regardless if they won in a weight class of, he beat Harrison. He beat Jamel Harrison for that WBO title, okay? Every fight is a hard fight for the WBO, for the WBC, and then for Stevenson not to show up on weight, which they say he was probably about a pound point something over.
1.6 over.
But lose it or come in shape or come on weight. Respect your belts, man, regardless if they're going to take it if you move to the weight class of 135. Respect that you fought for that belt. Make it. Because, Robinson, he could have got paid and not take that fight at all and still got paid.
He still took the fight. Got his butt whooped.
Still got paid. Took his money and went home without fighting ESPN. What do you do that day as a promoter? So you know, it is what it is. The young guys got to understand. You know, you fight an Olympian. He came to fight.
Yeah.
You fight.
Couldn't take him down, though. I thought he was going to take him down. I thought Stevenson was going to take him down. I thought he was going to finish him. That's what I thought.
Yeah, me too.
He caught him with some shots.
Yes, he did.
He caught Steve, like...
Man, most of the shots, he was doing real good to the body.
Yeah.
Is, you know.
Yeah.
And
Steve Stevenson was catching him with some shots.
Beautiful left hand.
But he ate him. He was eating. Stevenson threw that left overhand. He threw that left overhand about a couple times,
yes,
and he ate him. He ate those shots, and
but he fighting a strong individual that came to fight.
Yeah,
which he could have walked away free with the money.
Yeah,
he came to fight. He's an Olympian, which is I respect Robinson. Whatever his last name is.
Because, you know, his name is very tricky to say.
But, you know, so. What round do you think that was more dominating? I know he took advantage of him each round. What was your great round?
What round was that? I forgot what round it was where Stevenson was just walking him down. He was walking him down the whole fight, though.
Yeah, he was.
He was walking him down the whole fight, and a boy was running away that whole fight. Robinson, he was running away that whole fight. So,
man.
The most dominant round, I don't know. Each round was dominant. He was catching him. Of course, and Stevenson he was still getting hit with stuff that he shouldn't have been getting hit with. But I mean,
it's boxing.
Shot, you know. He wasn't getting stunned off the shots, at least.
Yeah, he was making some mistakes and getting hit with some shots that to move up in that 135 pounds.
That's the question I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask. Look. The question that I want to ask to everybody out there, y'all can comment down below.
Please comment.
I want y'all to answer this question for me. Do you think Shakur Stevenson is ready for 135 for the 135 weight class?
Of course. He got to move up. The kid been in that weight class of 130 for a while. I understand moving up weight class. And why not do it and you 19-0?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You might as well. He's growing. And like he stated on a post that he did, that, you know, he gave his best. He gave his all at the 130 pound weight class, you know, as a professional fighter in his career. So, he's ready to move up, in which I respect that. Each fighter got to move up. He's 19-0 as we speak. But the question is, who is he ready for at 135?
There's a
now,
lot.
The top three, which I don't agree with that top three. Okay. What's the top three?
You asked for me or you?
No, I'm just saying. You know the top three.
I think it was Lomachenko, Devin Haney, and Tank.
I'm mad at that. Tank should be number one. Tank should be number one. But he called out Lomachenko. Good fight.
Oh, that's going to be a good fight. I think Lomachenko. I don't know. To be honest with you,
What do you mean you don't know what? I'm waiting on you.
Stevenson and Lomachenko.
About Lomachenko and Stevenson.
Let me picture that fight real quick. Give me a couple seconds. Let me just.
Couple seconds.
Yeah, let me just see how. That fight.
I don't agree about records, but Lomachenko got one loss, right?
2 losses, I think.
He got 2 losses.
2 losses.
And a hungry young man, Lion, like Stevenson. It's over with.
It's over with?
Man, he's
no chance?
This kid, Stevenson's is, man, it's secure. Man, the boy coming. He presses. I think he need to work on a little bit more of his power, especially moving up that way. Maybe he can eat a little bit, get a little stronger, and start knocking these guys out.
Lift some more
because he should have knocked Robinson out Friday on ESPN.
He should have.
He should have been done. He shouldn't have went 12 rounds with it. But back to Lomachenko.
Lomachenko's last fight. I forgot the dude that he fought, but he destroyed him. But he did go to this. He did go to distance with that boy. You remember that fight where that dude, he fought that dude with the I think he had dreads, I think. And he remember that one clip where his back foot, like he went to the ropes and Lomachenko was looking at his corner and he was like, stop the fight. I think Lomachenko.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Stevenson's
taking too long for that.
Steven's going to destroy him.
Exactly. And then you got in the 135 pound. You said who was number second was who was that?
Devin Haney.
Devin Haney.
Let me just say this right now. I think Shakur Stevenson is a much more entertaining fighter than Devin Haney.
I agree.
I just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there.
I agree.
I just want to put that out there. Devin Haney is not entertaining at all. He's not. I don't think he's an entertaining fighter. His last fight with George Cambonis Jr. was the most boring fight. That was a boring fight. And I'm not excited for the rematch. I'm still going to watch it, but I'm not excited for that rematch because I think that fight's going to be boring too. Devin Haney does not throw as much punches as Shakur Stevenson.
And I don't think he do a good job in working the inside.
No, he doesn't. He does this. He does this the whole time, and he throws out that jab. That's all he does.
So you going with Devin Haney and Stevenson if that happens.
That's gonna be a boring fight too, because they're already used to each other's styles.
Because Stevenson can work the body.
I understand that.
And he's an aggressive fighter.
Fast, quick.
So I think he's going to be probably a beast with it.
The reason why I say that would be a boring fight is because Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, they used to be sparring partners. So they're used to their styles. They're used to how they fight. They know each other's styles and all that, and they both fight similar to Floyd Mayweather. That's what I think. I think they both have some similarities to Floyd Mayweather.
Who?
Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, the way that they fight.
Nah, man.
You don't think that? The Philly shell, the quickness. I think because they both went to Floyd Mayweather's gym. That's where they used to spar at. That's
a natural style that shoulder back, leaning back. That's common for the boxers. Nowadays they doing it in amateurs. I don't think it's a Floyd thing. I think it's just like a defense style that's forming up, and they know how to counter and punch off of it.
I think
it's a good defense stand, and I don't think Devin Haney. Yeah, he draw back a little bit, but a lot of these fighters drawing back.
He doesn't throw as much.
No, he don't throw as much, but he draw back, like as you said with like Floyd Mayweather.
Why do you think he was so excited when George Cambonis won his when he took those belts from Lopez? You saw how excited Devin Haney was?
Of course, because he knew he was gonna make the fight happen because he could beat that guy.
But dang, well, it looked like he was scared in that fight. He wouldn't throw that right hand as much.
Well, he won it, and I don't want to see the rematch.
But the
rematch was on contract.
Yeah.
All right.
Rematch clause.
Okay, you got Shakur Stevenson. You got several people. So we got Lomachenko, we got David Haney, we got Davis.
What about Ryan?
Devontae Tank.
What about Ryan?
And you said Ryan Garcia.
Now see that fight. Shakur Stevenson and Ryan
he's
Garcia.
stepping in a nice class and being being 19-0.
And young.
I think he should go a little bit down the list and grab some of the guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Number
definitely
10, number 9.
Don't go for nobody big.
Not taking anything from the young kid, but I think he's still growing.
Yeah, he's still growing.
And no rush to. Everybody wants the top seed. Everybody wants Tank.
He's going in a class where there's a lot of fast. There's a lot of fighters that are like him. Fast, quick, and have power. There's a lot of Ryan Garcia, Tank. He's going in a weight class where everyone's quick, fast, and they can knock somebody out. And yeah, there's some people like that at 130, but 135, you got some dangerous. You got some dangerous fighters up in there.
Yeah,
you got some dangerous. A lot of undefeated, dangerous fighters. Fighters that could go all day.
Yeah.
That could bang.
Welcome to that weight class,
Shakur. Welcome.
135, man. I mean, 0.6 pounds to get your belts, the WBO, and then the WBO belt taken away from you, You should have lost that though. You should have lost those pounds, champ.
Should have lost them. Tank. I remember when Tank did that one time. I remember I think it was back in 2017.
Yeah, but Tank.
Where Tank didn't make weight class. He didn't make weight.
But I think Tank was. That did happen.
He was young though.
Yeah, well, Stevenson young.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Even though if it was Tank, man, you guys shouldn't get that up. But I think Tank area was in a little different circumstances than Stevenson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For that weight class. You know, I think it was time for him to move up a little bit, which it could be, it could be time for Steven. We will know.
All I have to say to Shakur Stevenson, you're not going to be able to pressure your opponents like you did in your last fight yesterday. You won't be able to do that for the 135. At least not to many fighters.
That's what he's going to. That's his style. He's going to pressure.
I mean, he's going to pressure. I mean, he's a good pressure fighter. But if you're not able to knock your opponent out, even though you're the pressured fighter, if you're the one pressuring the fighter and you're not able to finish your opponents, I think you're going to have to be careful for this 135 weight class. I'm not saying that you're going to get. I'm not saying that you're going to get destroyed in this weight class, but you should be careful. That's all I should say. You should be careful and think. Be smart. Please be smart, Stevenson, because it would hate to see you get embarrassed. I would hate
Boxing
to see that.
ain't embarrassing. Fighters is fighters.
Yeah. Well, I'll just hate to see him, get outworked and outclassed.
By who?
Somebody. Yeah. I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody.
I think he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Just be careful.
Just stay low before you go high.
Yeah.
Stay away from going to the 6 and below 10.
Yeah. Start
for right now.
Have a good start it off.
Then pop up. You 19-0, man. Get into your 20. Into the 20s. Yeah. Devin Haney's what? 29 and 0, 28, 29 and 0. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because he was 28 before. I think he's 29 and 0. We have to look it up.
Yeah, I have to look it up. But yeah, he's stepping into a dangerous.
But sharp fighter, excellent ability.
Countering and all that.
I think he's gonna be the one that's probably tangle with Tank in the near future.
That'll be a good fight.
Yeah. So I ain't worried about Stevenson handling Lomachenko. I ain't worried about him handling Devin Haney. I ain't worried about him handling Cabosa.
George can go. He'll outwork him.
Because he's a scrapper.
He'll outwork him.
They belong. Garcia. I want to see Garcia fight, and then I'll determine that later.
Yeah.
And then you get down to the Williamsons and all the other 135 pounders.
Yeah.
But congrats on your win.
Congrats on your win.
I guess you out of the 130 class.
Yeah.
The next king to come up in the 130.
That's gonna be a
Don't
weight class.
Let the weight class take your belt.
A lot of undefeated fighters. I'm gonna see how this plans out because, like it is now, everyone's trying to be undefeated. It's not like how it used to be. Everyone's trying to be undefeated.
I know. That's why Terrence Crawford and Spence got to fight before he can break the curse.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's trying to be undefeated. And see, I'm that type of person to where even if you do have a loss, you could still be a great... there's a ton of great fighters that have a loss. There's a ton of great fighters. Of course, I know Floyd Mayweather started this. He started this. He started the whole undefeated... I'm going to become undefeated. I feel like he started it. Because Floyd Mayweather's 50-0. I feel like he started that for everybody. Tank's undefeated. David Hayes undefeated. Ryan Garcia's undefeated. There's a lot of undefeated fighters in this weight class. So I'm going to see how everyone's going to react when Stevenson goes to 135 because, no one wants to get a one on that loss. They can have some wins. They can have 20, 30 wins, but that one, because that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary for them. For me, if you get a loss, you can still come back and be a great fighter. That's how I look at it as.
Yeah,
if you have a loss, you can still come back and be an amazing fighter. A lot of fighters were like that.
I agree with you. Yeah.
But, you know, everyone's trying to...
Everybody want to be on top, and the top, in order to be on top, you got to fight the...
You got to fight the best.
You got to fight the best.
You got to fight the best.
So,
even if that is, you know, putting that undefeated record on the line, fight. Just fight. That's what you signed up for, right? To fight. You can't lay low and just be undefeated forever. You gotta fight. I mean, yeah, some people were able to do it, but you gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta put it. If you want to know that you're the best, then try to give an undefeated fighter their first loss. If you really think you're the best.
Well, we hope to see that in 135.
Yeah. I hope everyone's not gonna be scared to fight each other. And of course, I know when they interview some fighters, oh, why don't you fight this? Why don't you fight that? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fight him. Are you really? Are you really gonna fight him?
Well, we'll see, man. That's boxing. You know, it's about ticket sales and what they could do with it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Good fighter, man.
Great fighter.
I'm interested in see his next move.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But Dad, I want to ask you this one question though, because we're talking about all these fighters in the lightweight. I want you to answer this question for me. Who is your top 5? And I want you to rank them from best. I just want you to rank them. Who your top 5 is.
You give me yours because I'm not going to give you a top 5. I don't have a top 5. I probably have a
current like.
No, I got a couple. I'm Earl Spence. That's the only one right now that I'm gonna share.
Well, the fighters that I'm excited for, and this is not just for the lightweight.
That's the only one that I'm gonna share.
This just current.
Earl Spence Jr. That's my number one.
My top 5 right now. Earl Spence is one of them, of course. Earl Spence. Javante Davis is one of them.
Of course. Yeah.
Another fighter. Who else do I want to give it to? I do want to say some names out there going to the cruiserweight, the heavyweight, but there's not really.
And what class?
I'm talking about like in the heavyweight division. I'm trying to think of some fighters that I like. I mean, Tyson Fury, but he's not really my favorite, really, let's be honest here. Yeah. Deontay Wilder's not my favorite. I mean, I'm not trying to stay, because most of the fighters that I do like are in the lightweight or the welterweight. Those two weight classes are the ones that I'm looking at now.
I'm still putting my list together. They need to fight each other out there, man. They need to fight.
There's not,
no excuses.
Middleweight. I mean, there's no one in the super middleweight, no one in the middle. Like, there's really nobody. The 2 weight classes that are really showing out is welterweight and lightweight.
Yeah.
And for welterweight, there's a lot of good fighters in there. So my fighters might be between those 2 weight classes. Earl Spence, Tank.
Well, you got them probably lined up. I mean, how they got them on record. I think where they got Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Tank, Kabosov, Garcia. I think if you switch those in, it'll be, I think just to break it down a little bit, these ain't all what I'm thinking, but I'll say Earl Spence. I'll say Tank.
I'll put Terrence Crawford in there. I'll put Terrence in there.
And Garcia. Around that 3 area like that for that weight class a little bit.
Ennis is definitely one of them.
But Earl Spence, he's around the 140 something. Like you said, you mixing it up a little bit, which is fine. Yeah. So it's that young. Back in my time, it was heavyweights.
I could give you my all time.
It was heavyweights. My favorite fighter was Evander Holyfield. He was a true fighter, and then you had Mike Tyson. You had the, George Foreman, the Larry Holmes, and all those. But that was back then.
Yeah. I mean, I also know. I mean, I could give you my favorite fighters out there. I mean, everyone thinks that I know my. Of course, I know my current, but I also know my old school too. Like I done my old school research also as well. My favorite fighter is of course Sugar Ray Leonard. That's my favorite fighter. I love his style. I love the way that he used to fight. Another fighter that I looked at a lot was Marvin Hagler was one of them. Marvin Hagler. Of course, Ali. Ali's gonna always be on my list. I don't care what nobody say. That's Ali. That's Muhammad Ali. I mean, come on now. It's Muhammad Ali. There's what more can I say? What more can I say?
Well, he's known as the greatest. He's the greatest out there.
What more can I say? But Sugar Ray Leonard is definitely one of there. Marvin Hagler is definitely up there. Muhammad Ali is up there. Another fighter that I really liked to watch was Thomas Hearns. I could put Thomas Hearns up there. Is it the reason why
they're great? They're all great, man.
The reason why I say Thomas Hearns because like the fights that he's had, especially like when he fought Marvin Hagler, the 2 fights he had with Ray Leonard, when he fought Duran, those type of fights. I put Thomas Hearns up there. Another good fighter was Lennox Lewis.
Lennox Lewis was good.
People don't really reckon. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Dad. I follow a lot of boxing hashtags on Instagram.
Yeah.
A lot of boxing, heavyweight. Like I follow a lot on Instagram, and I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't really they praise Mike Tyson a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Yeah. Like when I scroll through Instagram, all I see is Mike Tyson. A little bit of Vander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. I'm like, dang, where's the love for Lennox Lewis and
Riddick Bowe and
all these
George Foreman.
Yeah.
And all the other great heavyweights that was making a big statement, to their names. Yeah, you're right.
Where's all the other?
They just ain't on Instagram, man.
Maybe
they ain't on social media like those guys are.
Maybe because Mike Tyson's killing it in the game right now with his podcast and all that, what he's doing right now. But dang, give some recognition for the other fighters, man. You can't just give Mike Tyson all the glory and all the light. You gotta give some to all the other fighters.
Well. Yeah, they ain't talked about, but they ain't talking about fighting no other exhibitions either. So
exhibitions.
I guess they happy.
Too many exhibitions. Too many old fighters fighting. Too many old fighters fighting. That was such a bad fight. You remember, especially Vander Holyfield's exhibition that he had. That was
I disagree in that one, but
that was not a good. That was not. Yeah.
But that wasn't the Holyfield that I know.
Yeah,
let's leave it like that.
Well, folks, that's really all I have to say. We kind of went, of course, a little bit talking about heavyweights and all that, and
the greats.
The greats. But it's CBA Talk. That's what we sit here and we talk and we have fun. That's what the show is for. That's what it was made for. We talked about current fires and all that, but that's really all I have to say. My name is Kris Johnson.
I'm Cedric Johnson, known as Coach Ced from Ced's Boxing Academy.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. We'll be releasing new episodes. I won't say weekly, but we'll just be releasing new episodes and all that. So stay tuned for all of that. Subscribe to Ced's Boxing Academy so we can release more episodes and more videos to y'all guys.
And we out.